In 1954, about 10,000 West Indians came to Britain. In 1955, it is believed another 15,000 will make the long journey. Already their coming has caused a national controversy, but one point must always be borne in mind. Whatever our feelings, we cannot deny them entry, for all are British citizens and, as such, are entitled to the identical rights of any member of the Empire.
In the decade after the Empire Windrush had brought 500 West Indians to Britain, tens of thousands followed. They expected a warm embrace from the mother country. Instead, they found a cold shoulder. Those who had fought beside them in the war now treated them like foreigners who threatened their jobs and their homes.
I think it means that people are really rather afraid that this country might be rather swamped by people with a different culture. And you know, the British character has done so much for democracy, for law, and done so much throughout the world, that if there's any fear that it might be swamped, people are going to react and be rather hostile to those coming in.
We will fight you back, and we'll fight you with every bone, every nerve, every feeling, every ounce of blood we've got. We will have our country back!
The issue of immigration and immigrants came to be used quite deliberately by the state, whipping up racism and confusing the working class. So that despite the fact that immigration has been effectively stopped, and despite the fact that we've proved our worth to the economy, we are still the target of a very mischievous and hypocritical debate about our presence here, our right to be here.
London police have been stoned in the Stoke-Newington area, where mobs have barricaded roads with stolen cars. And in Brixton, there have been clashes with a crowd of about 300 youths who have been smashing shop windows.
5 days before the riots began, the police started an operation that was to end in disaster. Faced with high levels of street crime in Lambeth, police began Operation Swamp. Plainclothes police saturated the centre of Brixton, using the powers of stop and search. The sus law gave police the power to arrest a person they suspected might be loitering with intent to commit a crime. In 5 days, almost 1,000 people were stopped. The community weren't consulted about the operation, and tension on the streets of Brixton reached breaking point.
The stop and search situation, the sus law as them call it back in them days, was rough and it was raw. It was wrong the way it was implemented. I'm not saying that the police mustn't go out and go and do their job. No one ain't saying that. But it's the way you go out and do your job.
Thousands of people said, we want to help. We're going to help the local shopkeepers get back into business, open up their stores. One young man did get into a heated exchange with the mayor, though. Watch this.
Don't you think it's about time? You've cut off so much blood supply to youths, right? Connections have stopped, yeah? The job that I'm working in now, I've only got this job up the road at Swinton Insurance, yeah? I only got that job because of connections. You cut off EMA, okay? You cut off so much stuff, right? There's a knock-on effect to everything, and look what's happened, right? The youths are running around, okay, stealing, yeah? Now they're looting and all this stuff. There's a reason for everything, Boris, okay? And think about the amount of time you are cutting and cutting and cutting, and then you're putting off youth fees. Okay, I've got so much friends who actually want to go to university, but have stopped, okay? You are spending, okay, hundreds of millions of pounds a week, okay, in Libya, when you could be over here. Sort yourselves out over here first. You haven't finished. Libya, we can't stretch our hands when we can't reach it. I'm sure we'd all love to help in Libya. I'm sure we'd all love to give to people in all those countries who are suffering, but we can't afford it. So don't you think it's about time we actually started concentrating on here? Because it's about time. I'm just...
My mind is infinite, I think and grow rich. The gym is my religion, I pray on the bench. The reason why I train, I want the power and the strength. Won't stop, won't quit till I'm swollen, I'm ripped. I cut off the liquor, laid off the spliffs. Had a paradigm shift like I met Morpheus. Now I'm outside the matrix, back to the basics. Tank top, sweatpants, old pair of Asics. You come to the gym, you got to pay your dues. The body get weak if the body don't move. I train for the street, it's no Queensberry rules. Got a winner attitude, I feel like I can't lose. Got my game plan set, I'm not the same man. In 6 months, watch, I'ma be a changed man. Like Heru on my shirt with his wingspan, raising up the bar like I'm training up for war. I'm back on my workout, back on my regiment, back on my weight gain, back on my discipline, back to the gym again, back on my vitamins, back on my